I'll ask Dennis to give you copies of this agreement, and one of which I'll give to Apostle Collins to representing the church, because the church is the conscience of the nation. So that this, I ask the Kenyans engage in a very honest conversation about this document. In fact, this is my contribution to intensifying our democratic practice, so that leaders going forward will not want to cut corners where it is clear what they should do with regard to the commitments. We do this not because I want anything personal or that I'm seeking public sympathy. Far from it. Far from it. I just want Kenyans to have a very honest conversation about this matter. So Apostle Collins, I'll give you a copy on behalf of the church. And I ask the church takes a role, even when leaders sit between themselves, I think they need people to pray for them. I'm very prayerful, but I think I need help. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Shika mkono. Thank you. So the matter is so clear. I still insist that we are prepared to proceed on the basis of a three-legged stool, the Grand Coalition approach, and we therefore wish Kenyans all the very best as we get into this season. We should get into this season with a full confidence that this is a nation under God, and leaders should continue, when they issue commitments to each other, they should endeavor to honor them. Yes, Madam. Eri Mwangi. I hear Mwangi, the first one I didn't. Never mind. I just say that because of making this public, and the person who should have made it public is in breach himself, okay? I say that this document, in my view, should form the basis of honest conversation. Well, that would be another story. We tell Kenyans they refuse. Fine, and we move on. But my commitment to move on the basis of the Grand Coalition, three-pillar base, is a consultative thing. I had full consultations as party leader of Wiper with my team. Some differed, some didn't. The majority view was, let's proceed. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
When you spoke at the Jubilee NDC, the KICC, you spoke about the new One Kenya Alliance. Had you considered the fact that there was a pending issue of the NASA deal while making that comment, or was it just the mood of the day?
No, not the mood of the day. In fact, I was not the only one who spoke about Azimio NASA. No, not Azimio NASA. Azimio Oka. I was waiting for you to correct me. The president himself, actually, in a very dramatic manner, said that we now have two presidential candidates. That the Honorable Raila Odinga has been proposed by ODM. Wiper on their part has also given a name of a presidential candidate. And therefore, these two gentlemen will meet at some point. And whoever emerges as the flag bearer of Azimio Oka Grand Coalition will receive everybody's support. The president himself was more vocal on that subject than I was. And therefore it was fully consultative. So nobody should ever try to talk about any other leg because these legs have been agreed. Oh, another ma'am? NTV. Yes. Oh, that was meant for yesterday. No. Nobody talked about new members. I think the statement just simply said that we are postponing the signing, maybe to tomorrow. There's two nitty-gritties that need to be agreed on the wording and the what, but we're all committed to signing, for sure. OCA as an entity. Why don't you ask Moses Kuria that question? I can't answer on his behalf. Be fair. Just be fair. I'm sure he's able to answer for himself. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, Dave. You work with? KTN. Okay.
You are depending on President Uhuru Kenyatta to broker this deal, to lead the process. President Uhuru Kenyatta was at the ODM NDC, and you have openly endorsed ODM leader Raila Odinga. How do you navigate that?
Very good question, Dave. But when we were at the NDC, Jubilee's NDC, I remember before I arrived at KICC, there was a 411 alert saying that Raila was on his way from Kasarani to KICC, expecting endorsement. Now, my brother Uhuru Kenyatta, in his personal capacity, can endorse. But wouldn't you think the most important endorsement would have been that of the delegates conference? Just like Raila was endorsed by ODM, and I was endorsed by Wiper, okay? But Jubilee did not endorse any candidate. Even if they said, our dume wawili, wasonge mbele. One of them will emerge as a presidential candidate. So the position I take is that of the party. But President Uhuru Kenyatta is within his rights to support. But of course, I don't know why you say I'm relying. It's not, I think you overdo it, Dave, that I'm over-relying. I'm not over-relying. We just negotiating going forward. And I'm quite sure President Uhuru will also be at liberty to change his mind. Please.
Additional question based on that. Because President Uhuru...
Because you've been conspiring quietly.
I've done from ABC.
Yes.
The question being, because the President, you've said and you've suggested the President takes charge of the negotiation.
Well, suggested takes charge. I'm just suggesting. By the way, it's not mandatory. In fact, let me be frank with you, my friend from KBC. If we were to follow the letter and spirit of the document I've just circulated, there's no need for mediation. It's not a mediation process. It is just a simple matter, and I've given the two options. Yeah, my friend has the option to abide by his own signed commitment, or he says no, and then enhance what I call a trust deficit. Yes, I think we take more and we finish. Before you, because you need time to digest what I've just circulated. It is very important for us, for this country, even for future generations. Yes. Hata hiyo shida yenyewe mwenyewe uko nayo. Hata tafsiri yenyewe uko na shida nayo. Kwa sababu sikusema sitafanya kazi. Hiyo ni yako kabisa. I said the opposite. Bali na yote hayo, kutokubaliana, kutofanya lolote, watu kuchukua msimamo tofauti na yale ambayo wamekadiriwa, yale wenyewe wameweka sahihi, na sijui kama kuna mtu bado amefanya hivyo, lakini mieleza kabisa the legal position kwamba ingawaje yote hayo pengine waende yakafanyika, lakini tumetangaza wazi kwamba tuko tayari kufanya kazi, na jina lenyewe limebainika wazi, Azimio Oka Grand Coalition. Sasa hayo yako umeyatoa wapi, rafiki yangu? Umepata wapi hiyo? Oh, mnaniuliza kama nimepata mwaliko? Sijapata. Na kama huko in writing nipatie. Sijaona. From now on, this is good. I think I like that. Kwa hivyo tuache maneno ya, unajua Wakenya wako na kwanza social media, na washukuru sana. Wanatoa maajabu. Umesikia wengine wanasema Kalonzo atakuwa hiki, wengine maajabu. Speculation. But that is it. We must celebrate social media. I want my daughter there to ask a question. Liz, is it?
Liz.
Yeah. Naam. Tutavuka daraja hiyo tukifika. irreducible minimums, pia tutavuka daraja hiyo tukifika. Amesema mazungumzo yameanza. Sasa irreducible minimum, soma hiyo document ambayo nimekupatia. Utapata kwamba irreducible minimum ni kwamba my brother Raila Odinga, by honoring this document, will pronounce his brother the flag bearer for Azimio Oka. Sije kusikia hapo Liz.
Are you saying that this time you will not support Raila Odinga?
No, I've not said any of that. I've said, Chemutai, I've said everything is discussable, everything is on the table, and what I've just given you today will form the basis of future negotiations. Yes. Yes, Justice. Kwanza nyinyi ndio umeandika leo headline tension. Basi toa hiyo pension. Kwanza punguza hiyo pressure. No, I'm not saying unatoa barakoa. Ni ku reduce tension in addition. Naam. Yes. Oh, tomorrow I'm not attending for sure. I have read about it in the media, because that's a straight one, okay? And we will attend once everybody is at peace and at liberty. We can't repeat the mistakes of the past. One time this happened in famous grounds called Hadija Gardens. Unaenda unapata watu wamejipamba kivyao, kama wakati ule, the celebrated instrument was a hammer, which was a very ugly American car in my view. Lakini sasa watu wa Kenya wakaona hammer ni nyundo. I remember asking my people, our friends, because we are all in ODM Kenya, tuliwacha lini wakati wa mambo ya machungwa sasa unabeba nyundo? We don't want that kind of crowd effect. This country is more important than a group that gets together, psychs each other to the detriment of the greater good of this nation. So, I'm not attending Nakuru, but that doesn't mean I will not attend. Once we are all in agreement, we shall move. Now, what was your first question? Now, NASA, this has nothing to do with the NASA coalition deal. This was separately negotiated. All right? That's why actually I pity my friends who left me for Kenya Kwanza. Yeah? Madividi and Weta. They told me in 2017, sisi tumekubali ni Raila. You as his running mate, whatever mtakubaliana ni yenu. So I went ahead and negotiated this very important legal binding document. So when I saw Weta getting thrown out as the minority deputy or minority leader in the Senate, and then he said that these things will be nasty, what is it? Messy. The divorce will be nasty, messy. I could understand. These are my friends. I truly miss them. Another question? What options? I don't know what options. You want me to put all my cards on the table? Bwana. Listen, you're looking at a very tough negotiator. And this is what Kenyans, by the way, you people in the media help me. When you insist on your strict legal rights, nobody should say indecisive. And you know, please take it from me, I'm involved in saving lives in the region by way of having heads of state negotiate positions. On Thursday, I'm joining President Museveni. That is day after tomorrow. In Entebbe, to try and see whether we can help our brothers still in Sudan, at least to come up with one army, national army. But if you hear them debating on whether SPLM-IO, which is in opposition, SPLM in opposition, or whether it is SPLM-IG in government, because of them are holding to the sanctity of the name SPLM, one says, no, IO, you get 40%. And IG says, no, we're in government, we must get 50%. And over that, people went through the cantonment processes. Have not even been able to graduate. So this is why These are important matters. If we just throw in the towel and play to the frenzy, celebrate greatness again, that's why I actually remember I said going to Sekuru was an option. But I would want Kenyans to know why, if I choose to Sekuru, why is that an option? And I want therefore to invite serious Kenyans who care about this nation to join me. Otherwise mtakuwa nyinyi yote mnaweza kufurugwa, kumaliza nchi na kutokuwa na amani. Lakini Mungu ako pamoja nasi. Yes. Of course that is dissolved. NASA is dead. That's why I'm saying my statement, it was unfortunate. It's not binding. And this is not, the fact is a NASA deal is because of that time. And please remember this particular one has no reference to the main NASA deal. I see your point. I actually see your point now. The reference to NASA deal. And NASA, of course, is dead. But this is a matter between two principles, Principle Q and Principle H. But based on the timing. Yeah. Why do you want to answer all the questions? First of all, read the document. Okay. My friends in NASA are very well briefed that I'm issuing this pass. I'm sorry, OCA. My fellow principals in OCA are very well briefed that I'm issuing this personal statement. I had to explain it to them. It was important for me to explain to them. This has nothing to do with what we are doing in OCA, or indeed with within the framework of Azimio OCA. An advantage. I don't think those friends and sisters have any problem with giving me an advantage. I don't think so, quite frankly. I think that is enough. Yes, one last one. No, then we'll take you and the last one. No. I want a cup of tea. Kwanza utanunua. Yeah, K24. Azimio. I'm not Azimio. Yes. I think that is a point for, I don't want to involve in matrix calculation and whatever. For now, we are dealing with a factual situation. Again, we may cross a bridge if we have to come to it. Yes, sir. Kera? Umekereka? Oh, Sisera. Oh, I remember Sisera. Lipi? Hili ambalo limetukosanyisha hapa, lenyewe lina uzito. Nakubaliana kabisa. Naam. Mimi nilikuwa tayari. Asante sana Cesaro kwa hilo swali. Unakumbuka sijui ni watu wa social media ama watu ambao last Sunday tukiwa Mombasa walisema nimefanya mashauri na Raila for 2 hours Tamarin. It was not correct. It was actually not a correct thing. But we met over breakfast na nikampata pale Raila kwa simu anasema, "Hey Steve, guess who is on the phone?" And I looked at it. It was Professor Makau Mutua. All right? That name, please underline that name. You may want to underline another name called Professor Kivutha Kibwana. At the time we signed this document, Kivutha Kibwana was a chair of Wiper. And I had to bring him in to witness. Okay? So that name is also important. Because a lot of people are going to have to answer integrity questions. So, tulikuwa tumekubaliana na Raila kwamba Makawa convened last Thursday. And the intention was yeye alete, ingawaje already is acted in breach. All right? Alitangaza kwa Azimio rally in Kasarani kwamba yeye anamuunga mkono rafiki yangu Raila kwa dhati. Kwa hivyo akaribu msimamo kulingana na document yenyewe. La hata hivyo ni ndugu yetu. I was ready to meet up. I told him ready Thursday. I've been waiting. I waited the whole Thursday. There was no call from Makao Mutua. So, and time is of the essence. Kwa hivyo mimi niko tayari. Hata sasa ndugu Raila akisema nimeona sasa ndugu vile umesema tukutane tujadiliane. Kwa hivyo naona the spirit of this communication is a very open spirit, but one that is accompanied by a serious sense of nationhood. The question we ask ourselves is, as leaders, can we be held to account on what we affix our signatures to? Because I can tell you the next round of negotiation will be very tough for me, because I don't want it to be seen as Kalonzo Mushoka and Ajitafutia. No, it is the party that I belong to, the political formation that I belong to. The next round we'll have to look at that matrix. I like the idea of a matrix. We'll have to look at the budget for this country. What is in it for the common person? And it to be made public from day one. Absolutely public. Yeah? This is my commitment. Otherwise I'll not be party to something more secret dealings, not me. Yes, the last one, and then we are off. Yes, sir. Maraba. Maraba mwanangu. Watoka wapi? Weru. I've heard of Weru. Tafadhali. Usinipeleke hiyo route. Tafadhali. Hiyo route weka hiyo. Hiyo ni league, I don't know what league you're talking about. Hiyo wacha hiyo. Yeah. No, by the way, we must now conclude. Yeah. Ramogi, you're absolutely the last one. And by the way, you're doing it the third time. Inaonekana uko na linkages na kwanza. Nilisema hapa, nilisema, what was it? What was it?
That was a booyah.
Yeah, it was a booyah. It was a booyah. Yeah. I apologize. But you remember what I said from this podium? Kenya kwisha. Sio Kenya kwanza. Yes.
You've demonstrated confidence in President Uhuru Kenyatta steering what you say is structured dialogue. What if it misses, decline your invitation and still stands?
Fair enough. It is within his rights. It is within his right to decline. Absolutely. No holds barred here. By the way, this morning I was thinking of Kenny Rogers' composition, The Coward of Accounting. Yeah? Think about those words. Yeah, and you come up with the no holds barred. Wakati wa vijana walimuingilia Becky, he didn't leave any of them standing. Yeah. So, I think we have duty to do to save this nation, to make it greater, and this is a season to do so. One misstep, I don't want to be held accountable. That why did you not say? Why did you not tell the country? Gentlemen, you have a lot to chew. God bless you.